Hi, welcome to my channel, and today I am drawing my OCs Alice and Zazzle as Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask. I have been on a huge Sailor Moon kick lately ever since I did the Sailor Moon panel redraw, where instead of everybody can redraw Sailor Moon, right? I redrew Sailor Moon as Gamzee because, like, what else did anyone expect me to do? And I did decide to put that at the end of this Speedpaint just because it sort of fit the theme, and I mean, Procreate made the time-lapse of it anyway, so you know, why not? Just a video full of Sailor Moon stuff today. So for this, I used references of some sort of background from like a screenshot of Sailor Moon or something, to sort of create this balcony that they're standing, kind of dancing on. And I found these poses on Pinterest, and I really liked them because it sort of looked like the character on the right was sort of leading the character on the left a little bit, and the character on the left didn't necessarily look like, the way I interpreted it, it looked like the character on the left was sort of like, whoa, what are you doing? What's happening? And I thought that suited Alice and Zazzle very well. I learned two things doing this background, and that is that I hate symmetry and I hate straight lines. But I do think that it turned out nice. It just was a huge pain in the butt. One thing that I also noticed about Procreate is it doesn't have any like line or shape tools. The way that you make straight lines is you just make the line, you just draw as straight as you can and then hold your stylus to the tablet and it straightens the line out for you, and you can adjust the angle of it from there as long as you don't like let up on your stylus, which is frustrating because I don't really feel like I can get I feel like I have to do my lines in segments, and I feel like that doesn't help it keep straight, if that makes any sense. And it's the same thing with the shape tool. If you want like a nice circle, you have to draw the best circle you can, and then once you connect it, hold the stylus down, and then it creates the circle for you. This has sort of turned into a rant about Procreate. I played a lot with my color slider and also the layer modes on this. And I tried a bunch of different texture brushes to sort of create the gradient on the water and the reflection of like those rocks in the background on the water, and I really think that that part turned out nice, and like the galaxy looking thing in the sky, and I wanted it backlit, so I sort of definitely took the easy way out on shading it for sure. But I did try to deepen the shadows in some place too, just because I thought it would give it a nice deeper look. One issue that I did have with it is I felt like I kept making the shadows very desaturated, and it made it look kind of muddy. So that's the point where I went in with my values and I kicked up the blues on the color slider, and I feel like that kind of started to pull everything more together. It started Sailor Moon's a pretty, it's like a 90s anime, or maybe older than the 90s. I don't know how old it is, but it's one of those animes where everything is like very colorful and very blue heavy. So I leaned very heavy on the blues for this, and I thought it was kind of cool because where my main characters are mostly portrayed in like pinks, I feel like they kind of went hand in hand. And then it was fun playing with like these tealy greens too. And then I also towards the end changed my line art color to go more with my comic style to try to bring both of them together. It worked, I think. I fought a lot with the smudge tool because I learned my lesson from last time not to use the Gaussian blur to smudge your shadows, and I was really tempted to try again. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was so tempted to try again. Like, what if this time where it's heavier shadows, it works? And then I thought, no, I made a promise. It's like, oh, was it the smudge tool on Clip Studio? I can't remember. There was one of those tools on Clip Studio that I abused to the point where all of my art looked so muddy and unconfident, and I divorced it. And I can't remember. I think it was the smudge tool. I don't think it was the blur tool. No, it was the smudge tool, because I was smudging all my colors together and making a huge mess and being like, look, I made an art. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that with the Gaussian blur next. But this is done now that I've got this overlay on it. And now we're gonna move on to this redraw, the Sailor Moon redraw panel. This didn't take me a long time, and honestly I was kind of embarrassed about it. Like, when you draw Gamzee so many times that you just, my hand is like, oh, we're doing Gamzee? Got it. And just goes for it. And it's like, I don't even have to guess on the colors anymore. This probably would have went faster if I would have duplicated my line art layer, but like the time lapse for this wasn't even a minute long. It's embarrassing. I didn't shade it or anything, but I did plan on doing like a whole bunch of sailor clowns. I just haven't got around to it yet, but there you go. I did the meme, and there he is, Sailor Capricorn. A few other things that I want to throw up here before I end the video is some icons that I made for my commission sheet. I did still ones and animated ones. I actually, these were going to be the next video, but I used a crappy stylus, and whatever records the time lapse on Procreate didn't pick up my pen strokes correctly, and it absolutely ruined the quality of the time lapse. So I'm just gonna put these here, and yeah, there they are. I did it. I did the thing. You can check out my commission information, what I have so far ready on just about any social media that I'm on. Those links are in the description. If you want to support the webcomic, you can donate on Ko-fi. That link's in the description as well. And I will be back next week with another video, Saturday, noon EST. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.